It's been confirmed that Charlie Kersh is going to be playing Trini's daughter Yen in the upcoming Cosmic Fury season. Before it was officially announced, there were some posts by Charlie about her filming in New Zealand. A lot of people put 2 and 2 together. Walter Jones is following her on Instagram. She did go to Power Morphicon, and it seems like things are just leaking like crazy over there. We just can't keep any spoilers hidden, and I'm personally someone who doesn't like spoilers. I like to experience it all at once and be surprised, but everything's coming out. There's really no way to not see it at this point. I've already seen comments online like,
I'll be the judge of whether or not she's good enough for this role.
There's a lot of expectation for this character. Thuy Trang passed away September 3rd, 2001 in a car accident. There's been this resurgence in the Power Ranger fandom over these years with the conventions and panels and everything, and she never really got to experience that or enjoy it. So that's really kind of a sad note on the fandom, that we haven't been able to tell her how much she meant to us and how much we loved her as an actress and as a person. It came at a time where social media wasn't that big, so I didn't even know she passed away till years later. She also passed away, 8 days before 9/11 happened, so the coverage on her death wasn't exactly something that was a big deal at the time compared to what else was going on, at least in the United States. So needless to say, the fandom is really holding on to this. It's a big deal to them to represent Thuy in the best way, and it's big shoes to fill. I mean, a lot of people are going, well, can Charlie do this? Is she able to do this? Who is this person? And let me tell you, after really looking into her, I'm honestly excited. Now, before I knew who Charlie was, I was kind of weary of it, because I knew it was going to be big shoes to fill, not because of the acting level that it needed to be or the martial arts level that this person was going to have. It's been a long time. There's been a lot of pressure built up on this moment of how are they going to address Trini's character and what happened to her. And if the legendary battle taught us anything, it's that way too much hype can really deflate that moment. And I worry for her because of that, because now that everybody knows who she is, what's going on with this character, they are expecting a lot, I think. But let's get to know Charlie first. Charlie was born in Hanoi, Vietnam in 2006, which is when Mystic Force was airing.
Oh, isn't that crazy?
She was adopted and brought to the States as a child. We're in a world where representation is kind of an important deal. And the fact that Thuy was from Vietnam herself, there's a whole story about her family coming over here. It's really incredible, and you can find it online. I think there's a video of Austin St. John talking about it. There's actually a lot of great videos of Austin talking about Thuy that you should check out. It's really, really heartfelt and very, it's nice to hear them. I do think there's something very special about the fact that they are both from Vietnam. Can't really put into words, so to say, but something good about that, karma-wise. Charlie's a very talented singer and started singing when she was very young. At age 9, she joined the very first traveling version of Matilda, and toured the country, did over 200 shows. Very impressive to be on that sort of regiment as a singer, especially at that age. When you look at Charlie's IMDb page, it's not super impressive looking to most people, I would say, because she's on 1 episode of the show Happy-ish in 2015. She was in 2 episodes of Cliché Wars playing Sophia in 2017. And then there's a show from 2017 called Charlie Freaks Out. Now, it is listed in her bio that it was a part of PBS. When looking it up, I can't find much on it. There are actually 7 short videos, about 1.5 to 2 minutes long. And they're her talking about things. She's very young in these videos, but they are on Battery Pop Videos for Kids on YouTube. You can find them. It looks like something that possibly was filmed just her at her house, and then they sent it off to the company and they just combined a bunch of different kids' little short videos into episodes. I'm not completely sure about that. There's not a lot of information on it, but it is up there on the internet. Then she played Lilith in the short film The Danger Misfits, which was in 2018. And then she has 2 assistant directing credits in 2019, Grey News Network and Condemned. The only thing left is Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. It doesn't have any information about how many episodes or even her character's name yet. So we do know that it's going to be Yen, but we don't know for sure how long she's going to be on the show. Now, some people might look at this as she doesn't have a ton of experience, but when you really start looking into what she's been doing her whole life, you would come around to seeing that she has a ton of experience. Now, on her official website and IMDb, there are some reels of her different talents. Like there's a comedy reel where she's doing this kind of fake English accent trying to get into a concert, and the guy's not buying it, and it's pretty funny. So she does have some comedy skills, which you really need in Power Rangers because it is such a campy kids show. She also has a reel of her doing a more dramatic scene, which really helps in that sort of dramedy level that I think Power Rangers is going towards. In Dino Fury, there have been a lot of dramatic scenes as well. Amelia telling the other Rangers about her parents, Javi and his dad's relationship being so conflicted. There's a lot of things that are a little more intense, and Power Rangers has had those moments in the past. RPM is a good example of having very emotional scenes within the show as well as being funny. So she has both sides of that, and that's really great to see, because diving into Trini's daughter, if they don't address what happened to Trini, it's going to be difficult. And the fact that her daughter now has her power is going to have to be explained a little bit. And I mean, if it's just, my mom gave me her powers, then she died, that's going to be, I don't think fans are going to like that. I think they're going to want something to explain, maybe something more dramatic. What do you guys think should happen? I mean, should it be more dramatic? And should it be more Trini going down with the ship sort of thing, going out fighting? Or do you think, she just passed away peacefully sort of death? I don't know, but I think they're probably going to go a little more dramatic than just saying, she was like passing away, gave me her powers. We all know that David Yost is going to be on the show, and he for years has talked about how he wants to make sure Twee is represented in a positive way. He's written his own sort of mini-series reunion of all the original cast members. He has talked about the importance of making sure that Twee is remembered in the best way and represented in the best way and paid tribute to. I know that him being there is going to be a good guideline of him wanting to push them to represent her in the best possible way. Now, besides singing or acting, Charlie is a very well-accomplished martial artist. She's a Taekwondo 3rd degree black belt and does a lot of instruction. She's a Taekwondo Extreme Martial Arts World Champion, a Creative Martial Arts World Champion, and she was handpicked by David Leitch for his 87 North Action team. Now, David is a longtime stuntman. He has been in tons and tons of stuff, but in 2014, he started to do some directing. He assisted in directing for the John Wick movie. He directed the Deadpool No Good Deeds short. He directed Atomic Blonde, did Deadpool 2, Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw, John Toohey, so he's worked with Power Rangers, yeah, and lots of other stuff, but the one thing that we all care about as Ranger fans is that David actually appeared in one episode of Power Rangers. He played, of course, everybody knows, Brian from Lightspeed Rescue. Now, on her IMDb, you can see a list of all the different martial arts that she has gone into, but the one that really caught my eye was XMA, because I've seen this before. XMA is a mixture of martial arts and gymnastics, and the founder of this style is none other than Mike Chad. That's right, Chad Lee from Lightspeed Rescue. Now, Mike Chad has trained tons and tons of stars in Hollywood and tons of stunt people as well. One of his students was Liliana in Beast Morphers. She's actually the only actor in Power Rangers who did all her own stunts, probably since Mike Chad was actually on the show. She crushed it, and a lot of people, I don't think, realize that she did all her own stunts. She's killer martial artist. Does so awesome. The fact that she did all her own stunts, and now we have Charlie coming in who has trained with Mike Chad as well, is absolutely incredible. Charlie also has tons of dance experience. She's done ballet. She's done a lot of hip hop, which begs the question, since Walter Jones is going to be in this show, will this character be able to do hip hop keto alongside Walter Jones? Wouldn't that be amazing? I don't think they're going to do that. But the fact that Trini and Zach were so close and went off to the Peace Conference and then also went on to be the Omega Rangers in the comics, it would be possible that maybe Yen grew up being very close to Zach and he taught her his fighting style. I don't know if they're going to do that. It would be really, really cool if they did, but I'm I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. I know that Trini is a pretty difficult topic for most people to tackle, and I understand the people who are being kind of aggressive about this character, like there's no way they can do this the right way. Charlie can do everything. I mean, when you see how hard she's worked in singing, how hard she's worked in martial arts, dance, acting, comedy, and drama, they have found this perfect person who also comes from Vietnam, who has all these great qualities. It is up to the writers at this point. They have been given the most perfect person to represent the daughter of Trini. If they don't use her properly, please don't blame Charlie. She's great. She's going to do great if they give her the right stuff. If she's only on for a few episodes, I feel like that's a huge disappointment. Now, there's been rumors that she's going to become the 7th Ranger of the team, and I have to say, I think that would be a slam dunk because she obviously has the fighting skills. She has the acting skills. Tessa and Chase both are incredible singers, and she's an incredible singer too. Like, she could join in with them on a song. She can do anything. If they don't use her throughout this series, I hope that they bring her back in the future series or bring her back for the movie or something. So anybody out there who's really not sure about this, I have to say, please put your worries to rest. She's going to do great, but now it's up to the writers. Tell me what you guys are thinking. This video was a lot longer than I intended it to be. I thought it was going to be really short, and it turned out to be super long. So, but I'm really excited to see what happens. So let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Good night.